All right, so I had to throw my hat in this fight because I've been seeing it online for a while, and I just been listening to everybody, waiting back to give my feed. As you can see, I actually didn't just turn this on. I actually am. Let me see if I can turn this camera. I actually am about to play. Can y'all see? I actually am about to play Elden Ring, but it just made me think of something that I need to get off my chest because, you know, I'm kind of sick of people saying this shit. All right, look. And I think you already know where I'm going with this. If you see the thumbnail, you already know what I'm talking about. The whole Elden Ring easy mode bullshit. Because that's what I'm going to call it. Bullshit. I'm not one of these guys that's going to give a long spiel on an intro that builds up to what I want to say. I'm just going to say it. The whole get good thing, I understand it. I definitely understand it. Now, before I even go any further, I'm not new to From Software games. But I'm also not a pro. I've only beaten one of them. I've played the Dark Souls remaster on the Switch. I never played Dark Souls 2. I have Dark Souls 3 over there on Xbox. I got Bloodborne. I got Sekiro, and I got obviously Elden Ring. The only From Software game I've completed from start to finish is Bloodborne. Bloodborne was my introduction to From Software games because back in the PS4 days, I just gave it a shot because it was an exclusive, and I enjoyed it so much, even though I was extremely fucking frustrated that I didn't beat Bloodborne to about like 3 or 4 years later. Like 2018 is when I beat the game. I think that game came out in like 2015. I had that game for some years before I actually completed it. I came back to it because I think there was just like this point in my life where it just was, everything was fucking boring. I was just going through my old games, and I pulled out Bloodborne and I played it again, and I remember why I quit. But then I pushed through and I kept playing, and then I got into Discord and I got into the Bloodborne community, and then that's how I found what's his name, Vita Video, the dude who does the Bloodborne lore and stuff. And the From Software games, I found his videos, I started loving his content, and then I started diving into that series more and more, and then I started to love the game, and then eventually I beat Bloodborne. But that's the only one I beat. I beat maybe, how many, I played Dark Souls 3, I said, I beat like maybe, I think I beat 3 or 4 Lords of Cinder, and then I kind of just started getting burned out because I was getting my ass kicked, and then, I never beat, what's it called, I played, what is it? The Dark Souls 1, the remaster when he made it on the Switch. I didn't like it on the Switch, so that's basically essentially why I never finished it or even tried to get far in it. And then I love Sekiro, but it's another game I got stuck on. I just kind of shelved it. And but I'm saying that to say, and then, you know, obviously I'm playing Elden Ring now. But I'm saying that to say clearly I'm not a pro at these games, but I would not change the gameplay for nothing. Here's why. Not because I'm cool with the difficulty, but because of the simple fact that I realized that playing these games at that difficulty is the reason I like it. Defeating a boss at the multiple times is very rewarding. I'm gonna tell you what the real issue is. You people do not want easy mode. That's not what you want. Essentially, if they was to make the game easy, let's just be real with From Software games. The enemies hardly attack. They come up to you, they get in their fighting stance, they'll either do like some 3 or some 4 hit combo, but they're not just, you know, swinging wildly, doing all type of crazy stuff, because the gameplay isn't like that. The bosses, they have large hitboxes, but it makes sense because they're large. Can you imagine you, a regular sized human being, going up against an actual dragon? Yeah, if he swing his tail at you, it's gonna knock you out and kill you in one hit. That's real. So the difficulty spike on the games actually makes sense because at the end of the day, your character is a meager, tiny human being going up against a giant dragon. Oh, it actually makes sense that if they hit you twice, you die. The problem is with you people is you don't want easy mode. What you want is some button mashing free-for-all, and Elden Ring and From Software games isn't like that. You cannot just sit there and blindly press the attack button and win. That's what you want because the enemies barely move, but you still have to strategize. You have to think. You have to dodge. You have to deflect. You have to block. You have to return attack at the right time. You have to connect your hits at the right moment. You can't just sit there, turn your brain off, and mash attack. That's what y'all want out of a From Software game. But if they did that, it would be just like any other game that just gets played, shelved, and then nobody cares after that. The reason why the hardcore audience loves the difficulty is because it gives you that thrill of success when you overcome adversity. The problem with you new gamers is y'all want everything to be so fucking easy, and I cannot stand that. We live in a world with DLC and not DLC, with pay to win tactics, where you just, hey, you want this super powerful thing that you can kill everybody with, you just pay me some money and you get it. Hey, you want access to all the cool stuff, pay me some money and you get it. That's why microtransactions is so prevalent with the new generation and the gamers of old, like myself, because I already told you I'm 38, I'm old school. My favorite game back in the day was Mega Man, and I realized even though I never beat one of them, well, I beat Mega Man X4 after like 20 years of my life. But I say that to say, even though that game is very difficult, I kept coming back to it. You know why? Because when you can just complete something, you don't get that same fulfillment. And anything you ever want in life is going to be tough. You want to be in the best shape of your life, you got to work for it. You want to be the most smart, you want to be the smartest kid in the class, or the smartest person that you're within your colleagues, you got to work at it. You want to be a millionaire, you got to work. You can't just get it. And the problem is, you new gamers, you want to just get the prize. In Elden Ring and From Software games like that, you can't just get the prize. You got to work. And you people do not want to work. The core fan base would never change this game. If they change the difficulty, even if they added an easy mode, it will change the game completely. It will change the mechanics completely, which will ruin the experience for the core audience. So let me just say this. All of you people that just got into Elden Ring, pretty much probably because it's popular and you saw that it sold 12 million copies, probably more by now. You're just in it, and this is probably your first rodeo with the From Software game, and so you're begging for easy mode. That's all it is. This is a different type of game. This is a different type of town. If you ain't from around here, get the fuck out. We want our game to stay exactly the way it is. And I'm a fucking peasant when it comes to this game, and I still push my way through. You can't buy good equipment on some From Software, website. You gotta earn every piece of armor, sword, shield, and buff you get in this game. That's what y'all don't like. You gotta earn it, and you can't go in it and just buy everything and be a god and just wipe your way through. That ain't how it works. You need to use your brain, think, strategize, and figure it out like the rest of the fan base. If that ain't your type of game, then you need to not play. Not sit there and say, change it for me so it can be something I can enjoy. That's why I understand the get good mentality. It's not putting you down. It's telling you to understand the game, take some time, think, strategize like the rest of us. That's what get good means. I'll say it again. Take your time, strategize, think it through, and get through it like the rest of us. That's it. I'm out. If you guys enjoyed that, you already know what to do. Like, share, sub it up, and I will see y'all in another gameplay. I am